want to experience, just want to know how is the experience here? Like who are all freshers here?
Yes, sir.
We heard, but actually don't know exactly what is that.
Okay. How about others? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
presentation,
sir.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. So what do you mean by agile in your terms?
Basic terms, we can say agile is the capability of adapting to a new change or expandability as per the scenario or on a given condition.
Okay, good. Anybody else?
Being flexible
Uh,
to the
the-
changes, right?
So being
Better
flexible.
ways to
Okay.
develop. Better ways to develop.
Okay. Anybody else?
Agile is something new quickly and easily.
I hope Pina has already informed you folks that so this session, whatever session that we are trying to do, we are going to make a note who is responding, who is actively participating in the session. Okay. So we'll be monitoring this for a couple of weeks, and then we'll warn and try to remove them who are not even participating on the session. Okay, so please be noted and try to be more interactive. Okay, so agile is just a general term that being flexible. Okay, so you are agile meaning you are being very flexible. You will respond to the changes. You're going straight and you have a huddle. You try to take a next other way to go forward. Do you understand? So agile is more about responding to the changes and being more flexible. That is what is overall agile general meaning. Okay. Now we are talking about agile methodology is something and it's just like software development life cycles, one of the methodology. So agile is just one methodology. It has multiple frameworks. Okay, let us quickly start over here. So if we see why agile, as I told you that, okay, agile is more responding to the changes. If you see this horse you're trying to run, if you're not agile, you'll go bump to the obstacle which you have in front. Okay, but agile is something more on you respond to the changes. How did this particular horse and the rider respond to the change here?
Jumping over the hurdle.
Jumping.
So
Jumping over.
basically the rider is trying to adopt whatever changes that he see on the field, right? So the same way narrating the similar methodology in the form of software development. Okay, either it's testing or anything or software development. The same way you might encounter a lot of hurdles or uncertainties when you try to do, right? For example, you are trying to drive to your home. Okay, so you have one knowledge in a route going straight and take 500 meters left and then go straight. There might be a blocker, there might be an accident, or there might be some maintenance work going on. You might not be able to go forward in the same route which you know. Then what will you folks do?
We'll take the other.
We'll take the other route, right? So that is how, yeah. So you are trying to be agile. That means, see, basically human itself are born agile. Okay, so there is nothing that we are trying to learn today new. It is all something that you all know, you all trying to do from our childhood. Okay, let us see more about this. Okay, here I'll try to play a quick video so that you folks tell me. It will be a 11 seconds video. You folks will tell me what did you observe in this short video. Okay, so this video is just 11 seconds. Okay, I want you folks all to observe what's happening in this video and tell me what did you observe. Okay, there you go. Maybe I did not switch on the audio part. Just give 1 minute. Unless you talk, please do not unmute yourself. You ask, feel free to ask more. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, myself Jay, my name is not sir. Okay, so let us get started here. very quick video. I am again going to play this, and next I'm going to ask you a question on what did you folks observe here. Okay, so tell me, what did you folks observe in this video?
Highly
In
synchronized
span of
work.
time, they have
Yeah, one
work as
after
a
one.
teamwork.
One after one. Yeah.
Sir, it's a highly synchronized teamwork, and
Okay.
each and every member of the team knows their work.
their job. They
And
Yeah, one person,
and
one statement. No continuous talk on there. One person, a statement. Yeah,
Everyone
next.
has their own task.
Okay, everyone has their own task. Okay.
within a short period, they have done their work.
Okay.
Everyone is aware of
Sharing
their own
work and
works.
fix up the parts is the time consuming.
Okay, so
For time
everyone
consuming.
knows their responsibilities. Okay, they take a short term to fix their issues. Okay, anybody else?
What
Like
makes
a
the
full
team
understand.
Even
Within short term, they completed the works.
Okay.
though it's a teamwork,
They
there
know-
is no leader, no servant.
so they know their time management.
Everyone has
Their aim is to win the race.
Perfect.
Fine.
Okay.
They know their time management, sir.
Okay. So basically, here there are a couple of things, right? One is a teamwork.
Yes, sir.
And second one is they have everyone in this, maybe around 20 people around. Okay. There is only one single goal.
Win the
Okay.
race.
Win the race. Okay. There might be different actions every individual is performing here. If you notice clearly, okay, no one has the same thing. They have their own focused work. Okay. Their own different. For example, you take the same metaphor here. Okay, and see how will they develop a software, right? So there would be a software developer who can develop some code from the backend. There would be a web designer. There would be front-end developer. Okay, there would be a database engineer. There could be a manual tester. There could be an automation test engineer. But what could be the ultimate goal for everyone?
Win the race.
In the race.
Yes,
Win the race.
similarly, as if you take this metaphor and adopt to a software development, the goal will be to release a quality product, correct? So agility is being more self-organized. Nobody will try to instruct you, okay, who should do what. There will be a proper plan and execution as well. Okay, every individual, if you take the driver's objective is to go hit the race at the earliest. And if you see the entire crew here, they have only one objective, that they should have a shortest pit stop so that they could increase the highest possibilities in the race. Okay, all right. So that is about agile here. Okay, so in this agile methodology, normally if you compare, I believe everybody know what is waterfall process, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can somebody tell me, just like
It is a
random
step-by-step process, sir.
Phase by phase, step by step
The
process.
first step should
process.
complete,
Phase
and then it should.
Second phase will be going to start.
Requirement
Hold on.
middle of the process.
Yes. So we can try to do this more process based. Can someone just like put your hands down? Malli, Swapna, Chandana, everybody put your hands down. I think you have raised your hand. Okay. Now, yeah, Malli, Guntur. Yeah, can you please put your hand down? You have raised your hand. Okay, now you can raise your hand. Maybe I'll pick one or two. Okay, who wants to answer? What is waterfall methodology? Okay, Sujit.
Yes, sir. It is a step-by-step process. Means to say the next process phase will start only when the previous phase is completed.
Okay, Chandana.
Yes, sir. It is a step-by-step process.
No, don't repeat the same. If you know something different, just tell some with some example. I don't want to hear the same foundation or definition.
That
Something
is
that
consuming, and I want to wait to complete the process to go. And
okay. Prema.
If one phase is completed, next phase we wait for until the next phase is completed. If the development is complete, then we wait for development and then go for testing.
Okay, so basically waterfall methodology is something that whatever you guys spoke, but something is that they will take a longer time to deliver. Okay.
Yes.
The moment you take longer time, okay, the huge project getting delivered after 2 years, what do you think the market changes would happen?
It loses the market value. It might be delayed in the market.
Yes, you absolutely lose the or miss the market bus. Correct? As like you just see, imagine this pandemic year, how did it go through, right? So nobody imagined that this kind of virtual adoption could happen. Okay, there is something called new normal which is done. Correct? So if you take 2 years to deliver something, what could be the incredible market changes, right? So you will be too late to the market. There will be a lot of market players who are in the market, right? So they can take, or you will be too late to the market where there is no use of the product which you're getting delivered. Correct? So nowadays, nobody is going to ATMs and trying to take money. Every transaction is done. Even the groceries, you buy something a grocery like tomatoes or anything for that matter. Okay, for 10 rupees, 20 rupees, even pani puri. Now they are trying to give an option to you to pay through phone pay. Correct?
Yeah.
So the world is changed. If you take something very long, the world will still change and nobody can use it. This is what the Agile is trying to overcome. Okay, they try to deliver things in bits and pieces so that they can try to get the feedback and try to adopt it. That's called inspect and adopt. Okay, so they try to give a small feature and try to give it to the customers and see how they are using it. Okay, is it really solving their problems? Incremental in small pieces, they are going to deliver things and get feedback and amend the same feedback and again give it back to them. Okay, that is how even Amazon or Flipkart, or you take any major players in the market who are in the cloud, they did the same. Okay, they started with a bookstore. Correct? I still remember those days where they have started with very broken images in the Flipkart or Amazon. So they incrementally delivered things. That means they are giving an opportunity to the customers to experience what they have done. Nobody will deliver things in fully finished, properly, excellent, UI or experience. That will not happen. So that is the reason you get more updates in your mobiles on every app that you try to do, because they are trying to do an incremental delivery. That's the whole point of going Agile. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so here are our Agile manifest. Manifest has four manifests here. Okay, the whole purpose of this manifest is to uncover the better ways to develop software by doing it and help others to do it. Okay, so that's the whole objective or manifest of the Agile. So let us try to see. So if you see here, we have individuals and interactions. Let me take this. Okay, so you have individuals and interactions or process and tools. Can anybody tell what do you mean by individuals and interactions?
It is a trust which get built between people. More talk
Anybody
to the
else?
people.
Way of communication between the people.
Okay.
It built the rapport.
Trust will be built. We are a lot of learning. We can.
No, I'm not asking what will happen if you do this. I'm not asking what will happen if you do this. I'm asking what do you mean by individuals and interactions?
Communication will be
Communication
between the people.
Okay, individuals and interactions is something that you talk to people face to face. Okay, you tell me if in case you talk to somebody face to face, okay, in front, and you talk to somebody over a phone or you message them. So which communication is more effective?
Face to face.
Yes. So that is what they're trying to say. They value more on individuals and interactions over process and tools. Okay, process and tools could be, for example, you found a bug, okay, and you're sitting next to a developer. So you are trying to raise a bug in the tool and not even informing him. And he goes doing his own work. And finally, if somebody asking you how many bugs are open, this guy says, no, I don't have any bugs open, I see. So you say that, no, I just raised a bug in the tool. Rather, you can still do the rest. You can raise a bug in the tool and inform your buddy next to him saying that, hey, I have raised a bug. Can you have a look at it? Or before even raising the bug, you can just have him talk. You can just talk to him and he's saying that I am trying to solve, execute this particular test case and it seems a bug. Can you see? If there is a mistake or there is a data input mistake, then he might say that, hey, why can't you correct it? Or if in case there is some real bug, he will say, okay, fine, let's go ahead and raise a bug and try to fix the issue. Correct? So that's the value here. So you value more individual interactions over the process and tools, which doesn't mean that you don't value the process and tools. We still value, but the higher value here is individual interactions. Okay. Now coming to the next part, working software over comprehensive documentation. Okay. Assume you buy a watch. Okay. I give you a thick 200-page manual, watch manual, which could have extraordinary pictures and it's going to say what function, what key will do what functionality. Okay. So if in case I give that manual to you instead of a watch, would you be happy?
No.
No.
Why? You have an extensive documentation, right? It gives the entire functionalities and features of an watch. Won't you be happy?
But the real-time
Of course. So that is what they're trying to say. Working software is more valuable than comprehensive documentation. Your focus, first thing, should make the software to be working. Okay. Then you can also try to document more. Your priority should be more on working software over a comprehensive documentation. Yes, once you're done with this, you can still try to do whatever documentation you've done. If you see, the highest priority lies here on making the software working. Okay, that is where it says anything you try to do, you will try to make the first software working and deliver it to the customer so that you can definitely make the customer happy. Now,
actually, I think we have a problem here because we have a 3 types of categories projects, right? Big, small, and medium, like that. In a big project, so we have different. I mean, so many customer requirements, like thousands. Is there?
Correct.
I mean, for example. So how can we totally? I mean, అదే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవడం మన కష్టం అవుతుంది కదా. సో ప్రతిదీ మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోలేం కదా.
See, there are two things. Okay, you are trying to talk about the requirement. Okay, we are trying to talk about working software. So using that particular software could be a documentation. We are talking about making things the software working. For example, if you're talking about a larger project which has n number of features, you are not trying to do a waterfall process to do all the documents in the first phase. Correct?
Yes.
Are you trying to do it? No, right? If you are doing it, then you are you are trying to practice waterfall. See, Agile is something that you will have a smaller cadence. Cadence is something that you will plan for 2 weeks. And you will only have requirements that is worked within that particular 2 weeks only. You will not try to take a bigger, maybe a 2-year project to be documented first, then you start development. No. That is what I told you earlier. Every small increment, so that you will get to know in upcoming slides, you will get to know what I'm talking more about. So there is something called sprint cadence. Okay. So you will try to commit all the work for next 2 weeks to 3 weeks maximum, so that you will only have the requirement that can be worked for that particular time. So you will have a lesser things in your hand. Do you understand? Am I answering you?
Yes, sir. Yes, Jay.
So it is Rajesh, is it?
Yes, Jay.
Yeah. So basically, if in case you talk about waterfall, then you can say, sir, I have a very big product, something called Amazon. Okay. So I need to write all the documentation for the entire product and then start the application to develop. No, that is too late. You will take a small feature and you will go develop it. Then you will increase one more feature. You will increase one more feature, whatever it is called incrementally. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So coming to the third manifest here. So please feel free to stop me and ask as many questions you want. Okay. Because the more clarity you get, the more understanding you will get.
Pramod, actually, a small question from my side.
Yeah.
To be exact, I mean, you want to say that actually we are not completely giving that particular project, but instead we are trying to depart into some particular pieces of work.
Correct. Correct. So that whole objective of this particular agility, there's one of objective that you deliver things incrementally.
Yes.
In bits and pieces.
Okay.
See, I believe like you have you've used Facebook or Instagram, right?
Yes.
Do you think Facebook or Instagram gave you all features which you are using today in the first day when you have registered it?
No.
So they have increased it, right? So they've incrementally did it.
Yes.
Right. So there are some features where customers are using it very well. There are some features where they didn't use it. So what they did is they removed the unused features and they've added slowly, which they can try to do. Okay. Are you aware of Reels before?
No.
Right. So you have this TikTok or something coming forward and you are trying to incorporate new features going forward.
Yes.
So any security or like talking about more privacy policies.
Okay.
Everything is not developed or delivered in a one single shot, correct? It is all done incrementally. Similarly, you have all the features, you will plan incrementally. Every version, release by release, they will be slowly increasing it.
Okay.
So you have shorter cycles and try to deliver small features regularly.
Okay.
Okay, that is how we try to do. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Okay, so if no questions, maybe we'll move to the third one. Talking about customer collaborations versus contract negotiations. Okay, so there were earlier days we are talking about contract negotiations, meaning everybody would have a contract that is defined saying that, hey, this is what my scope is. Okay, we are only going to deliver to you something 3 buttons, 4 features, and this is what it is. And anything which comes beyond it will go, and you guys will not develop and deliver it. You will say, hey, as per my agreement, I'm only trying to do this. Correct? But here we are trying to bring in the customer and say, hey, this is what we delivered. Okay, for next 2 weeks, we delivered this to you. Okay, we are trying to deliver this. And you're going to call them and showcase what you're trying to deliver. Then he might say, hey, that is good. Can you add this one more, or this color is not that good? Can you change it? Or can you try to add one more message so that it will be more user experience for the customer? So you could add. So basically, the more you try to get these customer collaborations, the more returns that you get. Okay, the more collaboration. See, the customer might not foresee all the requirement in the day one. Okay, for that matter, if you go to a tailor, okay, nowadays there are a lot of tailors. You give the measurements and they call you and they give a trial fit to you. Okay, where the dress is completely not fit, but stitched. I mean, they'll ask you to try it and say, hey, how is the fitting? And you might say, hey, it's something tight on my hand. So can you please little bit increase? Or I want you to curve something, or I want to add some extra button or something, right? So that is how you try to get some kind of feedback from the customer by doing this customer collaboration. So the customer collaboration is more valued than contract negotiations. Is it clear, guys? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes. Yes.
Jay, I have one doubt.
Yes.
If in the middle, if the customers is asking like this, the time span will be going to increase, and the cost also will be increased based on the requirements, right?
It could be. It could be. It all depends, right? So that's
then
where
we'll be having an agreement between, like a contract between
no, that is
with
what
the client and
see. The agility is more about flexibility and transparency as well.
okay.
Okay, so you are coming, having a look, and you're trying to say, hey, I want to add this or change this. So similarly, if you want to do those changes, there could be some cost involved. There could be some time added. Okay. So if the customer is okay to bear it, then we're going to proceed it. Okay. Correct. See, we are not gods or magicians to change things over time. Correct. Everybody is a human. The best thing what you could do is you would say it will take some time, or whatever the time is, or it could increase some cost, whatever the cost is. You're going to tell the customer. If the customer agrees, then you're going to do it. Right?
Okay.
So you are trying to give a contract to construct a house. Correct?
Yes.
You went and started it, and suddenly they have laid the roof. And you got an idea saying that why can't we construct a duplex house where the roof is already laid? So is it really possible to do it right away within a couple of days?
No.
You need to cut, or you need to demolish certain piece, and then you construct from there. Could be, right? So the customer, you will say to the customer saying, sir, it will take this much time, and it will also increase cost because I need to break something which is already constructed, and I need to remove that garbage and then buy something more material and construct you the next floor. Correct. Similarly, any changes may or may not, we don't know. Maybe you are saying that, oh, it is very good. I need an extra, a window that could not cost more to you, right? That could not make more time or take more time also. We don't know. It all depends on what kind of feedback the customer is giving to you.
Okay.
Okay. So the best way is that you would try to give them utmost transparency so they could understand what's happening. Okay.
Okay.
So any other questions?
Jay, for suppose we have a plan for the testing purpose and coding purpose, right? So in this time, the customer they ask me something. I want some new button here. Then we simply make some changes there. So it's like a few modules. I mean, modules. For suppose if we made something in this module, then definitely we take a changes into another module also. So it takes too much of time for that. If I mean, ఇది ఎలా మిగతా వాటి మీద మాడ్యూల్స్ మీద కూడా ఎఫెక్ట్ చూపిస్తుంది కదా.
That is what I told you, right? So being transparent. So you mean to say if I change see, I don't know if everybody knows Telugu. That's the reason I am talking in English. Okay, don't mind it. Okay, so I see somebody from Bangalore, somebody from Chennai, Coimbatore. So I'm not sure whether they know Telugu. So I'm just trying to articulate the same question in English. Okay, what Rajesh is asking is, if there is a change in X module, or one module A, if I do the changes in module A, there might be an impact in module B or module C, where it will take more time because there is an impact, right? So in order to correct the module A, change the module A, and there is an impact in module B and C, it could take time to cover all three modules. Is that your question, Rajesh?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay. Yes. So basically here you are going to tell this open to the customer. If he says, okay, for example, I'll give you a scenario. If you are in the middle of the release, or like maybe I will draw this way. So here you are. Okay, this is 2 weeks. This is week 1, week 2, and this is your release. Assume. Okay.
I'm not able to see your screen.
How about others? Are you folks able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, let me try to share it once again. Okay, Rajesh, now you can try, okay?
Okay.
Even if you're able to see. That is what I could do maximum, brother. Okay, so in this screen, I am drawing a couple of lines here. Okay, assume that this is your sprint cadence, meaning you have 2 weeks. Week 1, week 2, and end of the week 2 is your release. Okay, how many days you have per week? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, leave out the spaces, but still I am trying to manage drawing through my mouse. That's the reason. Please bear with me. So if there is a change in the last second day, okay, in the 9th day, so next day is the okay, so in the 8th day, next day, next 2 days you have a release. If I bring a change in a 8th day, which has impact on 3 modules. If I change here A, there is the impact in module B and module C. So I need to cover all these 3 to complete this particular change. And you are in the 8th day, you still have 9 and you have 10th day. So what you are going to do here is you will tell the customer saying that it is going to take 1 more week, 5 days to go. Okay, but how many days you have?
Only 2 weeks.
2 days.
Only 2 days. So by any case, if you change this module A, there will be impact on module B, module C, and you need 5 days to complete this particular change. What will you inform? Hey boss, customer, so we are absolutely fine to do any changes that you want, but it needs 5 business days to complete this functionality as you have an integrated modules with B and C. So you just have two days which could impact your release. Okay, so what will you do him? We'll say, would you take this risk? Would you want me to take this risk? Yes or no? That means if I start changing it, you will have an impact, meaning you cannot release this particular version. It is customer's wish. Some customers say, yes, no problem. This is very important. Without this, we cannot go to the market. Then what will you do? You will continue impacting and you will stop this release. Or some customers will say, no, 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 no. I think as being part of Agile, let's try to go incrementally. We will hold this particular change till we release this, meaning you have just 2 days, right? We'll hold it, then we'll start changing next 2 weeks. You have next 2 weeks, right? We'll add these particular changes in week 1 and complete this by other features by week 2 and have release 2 here. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Rajesh, it is clear?
Yes.
Okay. So what I am trying to do here, I am trying to be as transparent as I can. By giving this transparent vision to the customer, what will he do? he can take a decision what he wants to be done. So that is called, what is that called? Customer collaboration. If you don't do customer collaboration, the customer will not be happy. Okay, so any other questions? Okay, so going to the third and last one, responding to the changes over following the plan. So how many of you folks used Google Maps earlier? I believe majority of the members here would have used this Google Maps, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are trying to travel from one place to another place. Okay, you are trying to, 1 minute. You are trying to travel from here to your destiny is, I'll change the color. Your destiny is here. So what is the ideal route? Ideal route is to go straight and take left or right and go here. And this is 2 kilometers different distance. And this is 1 kilometer. So total is 3 kilometers. Okay. You started driving. You started driving from here. And suddenly there seems a blocker here. There's a big accident. Okay. You cannot go forward here like this. What will happen?
We'll take
another route. Alternate
route. What will, for example, if you take this direction, if you take like this and go like this, okay, how will your Google map show? Will it still show the same path?
No.
Changes.
No.
Changes.
Change. But will the destination be changed? Because you're taking another route.
Destination will be the same, but
Destination is the same, but the route map
will be changed.
Yeah.
And the distance kilometers will be changed.
Yeah. What did the Google map do here?
Rerouting.
show the other direction.
Other direction.
Yes,
It changes the route accordingly.
Yes, it responded to the changes. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So as a human, there could be a lot of plans that you could do on daily basis. Correct? So you're going for a vacation or going for some dinner or anywhere, there you may or may not. Okay, you may go as per your plan, or there could be some uncertainties where you need to change and adopt it. Correct? Okay, maybe you might miss your flight, or you could change your mind not going to that vacation or something, or you could take a different rotation, or your hotel is completely, some mess happened, okay, while booking the hotel. Could be something. You will try to adopt changes. That is what here it is talking about. So it is talking about this responding to the changes is more valuable than following just the plan. Okay, so that is, while there is a value in the items on right. So yes, there is a value in the items on right. We value the items on the left more. Meaning individual interactions, working software, customer collaboration, and responding to changes is more valuable than process and tools or comprehensive documentation or contract negotiations or following process. Clear?
Yes.
Any questions? Yes.
I have a doubt.
Go ahead. What is your doubt?
The third picture and the fourth picture gives the same. It provides the same
Which one? The third, the customer collaboration and responding changes.
It has a similar one.
Yes, ma. For that matter, all four has similarities.
Okay.
If you take a software, you have individual interactions. You have working software. You have a customer for your application. And you have a plan which you are trying to respond. Correct? So all in whole pack is, see, that is what it says, manifesto for agile software development. So every manifest here, all are interlinked. Okay. So these are the manifest where you will need to follow across. So there will be interconnections everywhere. No doubt about it. That is very good. No, you observed it right. Any other questions? See, that is what he's talking about. We are trying to uncover better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others to do it. Okay, so we come up to the value. So the value is on right, but we value more on left. That is what it says. Did I answer your question, Gayatri?
Yes.
Super.
Thank you. Yes.
Now we are going to principles. So see, every methodology have their own set of principles. Agile has 12 principles. We'll quickly go through this. Okay, as keeping time in mind. Okay, so we are trying to talk about principles. So our highest priority here is to satisfy customers through early and continuous delivery
of valuable software.
Valuable software, correct? So if you see any customer, when will that customer be happy?
When we will get a
As per the
multi-product and
requirement,
faster.
So you tell me you have ordered.
If he gets the product faster.
Correct. So if you order a product in Amazon, okay, when will you be happy? Will you be happy when you've ordered the product or when you receive the product?
Receive the product.
Receive it.
When we receive the product.
Yeah, you know the tagline for Amazon, they say something called, okay, we deliver happiness. What does that mean? When you deliver a product which you have ordered, when you receive that to your hands, that's where you get happiness. Okay, similarly, if there is a software where I am trying to use, if I get to use that particular software, then I will be happy. So what could be our highest priority? Highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Similarly, if you're trying to automate, when will the customer be happy? When you try to deliver every weekly or every periodical way, that if you try to deliver some scripts to them, they'll be happy. If you say, boss, 80% is completed, wait for one more week. And he comes after a week and he will say, sir, 90% is completed. We are at to there. What will he think? Was, how many times will you ask me to go back and come? Where is the software? Correct? So that is how the first principle is to satisfy the customer. How will be the customer satisfied?
With the working software.
Early and
continuous delivery. Yeah. Okay. The next one here, the second principle is welcoming changes, changing requirements, even late in development. Agile process is a harness changes for the customer and comprehensive advantages. Competitive advantages. So basically, if you see this one, that means, as we spoke about earlier, that we will respond to changes or we will try to take a feedback from the customer even in the later stage. Sorry? Yeah. So whoever is not talking, please go on mute. So you are okay. As we discussed in the last scenario, we're talking about 2-week sprint where you will have a change coming across in the last, 8th day. You will be still welcoming it, but you will try to being as much as transparent so that the customer will feel more confident. Okay. So the third one here is deliver working software frequently from couple of weeks to couple of months. Okay, with a preference of shorter time scale. Okay, here we are again talking about the same thing. We will try to deliver the working software frequently within weeks or months. So what happens if you give a software within weeks? You will get a faster feedback. If you get a feedback, what happens?
Customer
Any
will order
changes
more.
is required,
Changes,
we
any
will.
changes required, we will.
Yeah, if
Regarding that.
something, for example, you've delivered something and say, boss, this is not the one which I've asked for. Can you add this one? Or I want something different, not this one. So what will you do? If you deliver the same software after 1 year, it is waste of 1 year, right? If they give a change in the next week, you will have also a chance to deliver things in next coming week. That's simple. You need not wait for a feedback. Then you might, there's a lot of experience where they'll say, boss, you would have told me earlier. Why did you take this long to tell this for me? Right? So time is very precious. That's where the third principle that we have, deliver working software frequently so that you would get feedback and amend them. Okay, we also call something called fast failure. Okay, we encourage fast failure. Failing is nothing wrong, but when you fail and when do you adopt, that particular failure matters a lot. Okay, you fail faster so that you learn faster and try to adopt it. Clear? So business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. Okay, why do you think business people and developers should work daily throughout the develop project?
To develop the
To know the
updates
and up to the mark.
Yeah, to know the progress.
For the better collaboration, sir.
Correct. Why? See, who is business people? Let me ask this way. Who is the business person? Business people, what is their role?
Client.
Business analyst.
Clarify the requirements.
See, the business people are very much near or working closely with the market. They know the changes in the market, correct? See, you and me, a developer or a tester, will not go look at them, do a market analysis. Will you do?
No.
No.
No. So we don't know what's the change happening. Right? So,
yes.
So the business people will be very close to the market changes. So they can say, boss, I think we are trying to develop this feature and this feature may not work. Okay, you remember where sometimes like if you go to any of the malls or if you guys are working, you would have got to see biometrics. Biometrics, you put your finger and scan your finger to give an attendance. Are you guys aware of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now keeping this in mind, in the what do you call the code in mind, will you keep your finger there?
No.
No.
Why?
No.
Because we don't know who kept the finger earlier. He might have a COVID or he might not. We don't know. Even now, okay, in my office, I could see you go to inside a lift. Okay. Initially, the lift will have buttons in the right side or the left side, right? On the wall. Hello?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But now I see those buttons in the floor. Do you know that?
Yes, sir. People are using
people
keys.
people are using foot buttons where I will press with my foot. First floor, I press the first button. Because they are seeing the market is getting changed. What did they do? They adopted that particular change and try to use it. Else, will people be happy using the lift or using the biometrics? Now it is scanning you, right? It is scanning your retina scanner and trying to take your advantage, or face recognition technology has come. Right? So that is why you need to work with business every day throughout the project so that you will get to know what are the changes happening in the market. Okay, so next one here is build projects around motivated individuals, give them the required environment and support their needs and trust them to get the job done. So why do you think we need to develop our project with the motivated individuals?
In that state, an individual can perform best.
Yes, motivated individuals not need any monitoring activities. They will have their own motivation in trying to do their work. That means they will take the ownership. Motivated people will take the ownership to complete whatever job is to be done. Okay, if you are motivated to be fit, will anybody wake you up in the morning?
No.
So if you are motivated and fixed to complete or be fit, you yourself will wake up and go for a run or go to gym or do some physical exercise to be fit. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
So that is what build projects around motivated individuals, give them the environment and support their needs. So if you see any companies, they give good cushion chairs, pushback chairs. Okay, they give a good environment like AC. You can grab a coffee. You can work comfortably in the office. Why do you think these all facilities are given to you? They are trying to build the environment where every individual will feel comfortable to complete the given job. That's what they say. If you trust and support them and provide the environment to the motivated individuals, they will get the work done without any push. That is the principle number 5. Okay, the most efficient and effective method conveying the information to and within the development team is face-to-face conversation. Okay, so there are different varieties of communications. You could do a face-to-face conversation. You can do a voice conversation. You can do a text sending messages, or you can do an email, or you can write an email and post it a physical cover to any of the people. In this all communications, which one do you think is more effective?
Face-to-face.
Yes, if in case you get a chance, you first do a face-to-face conversation. If in case you don't have a chance to do a face-to-face, then you pick your phone and call them. Okay, if in case you do not have an option to call, you do a text, a real-time text conversation. If in case you do not have a chance to do a real-time text conversation, you're going to send an email. If not email, you'll write a letter. Correct? So will the email carry any emotions?
No.
Will a text message have any emotions?
No.
Maybe you might have some emotions over a call, but not everybody. For example, if I talk, people will think, oh, this guy is very straightforward, but they might not know how emotional I am. Right? If in case they talk to me face to face, they will really know who am I. Correct? So that is what they say. Most efficient and effective way of conveying information is face-to-face conversations. Clear? So you might think saying that, okay, Jay, you're talking about manifest and principles. Why are we all discussing about this? Why can't we talk only about Agile methodology? What I need to do? Because Agile methodology talks about everything. Every work which you try to do should be satisfying your principles. Okay, if you are trying to do these all satisfying principles in your work, that means you are trying to be Agile. Okay, just for the name's sake, if you say I'm following Agile and never care about the customer satisfaction, or never care about people face-to-face conversations, or never care about individuals, motivated individuals, or never care about business people, then why the hell are you trying to follow Agile? Right? So that is all about. So we are almost reached 10 a.m. here. So we will wrap. So tomorrow we'll cover the next 6 principles and we'll try to push to the next set of items that is more about Scrum methodology. Okay, Scrum framework. So you will know more about that space. Any questions?